I get good food, like cheeseburgers.
A wonderful author named Bo Lozoff once admonished his audience to think of at least one thing in their life that is completely incorruptible, infallible, so beautiful and so moving that absolutely nothing can get to it. For me, one of those things is definitely a Sondheim musical. But as we well know, nothing is sacred in Hollywood. Let me preface this with just a little thing. I have really bad opinions. One of my favorite films is Howard the Duck. You watch Howard the Duck. This video, nil, null, void. I watched Into the Woods while I was still in middle school. It's changed the way that I think about society and our interconnections. I was the mysterious man, which is the one role that I really did want. I'm getting ahead of myself. I was going to wear this. I think it looks better on Pikachu.
But I am old. I am ugly. I embarrass you.
I did not want to watch this with anybody else, because I think that I will make it a terrible experience. Bad opinions. Rollin'.
Village at the edge of the woods.
Jude Law?
Child! I want a child!
No.
The poor girl's parents had died.
Both her parents? That ruins the whole my father doesn't care about me thing. It's supposed to be louder. Oh my gosh, it's the girl from Ella Enchanted. She already played this role.
A mess. A mess! That only she's can give milk.
That's not very funny. You didn't say it very funny. You just hit him. That wasn't very funny either. That was pretty funny.
Pick up these lentils.
The fireplace is supposed to be extinguished. You can't pick it up and it'd be okay if they're already in the fireplace. It's like cooked lentils, yo. If her voice had been in Les Miserables, you guys would be making a big deal. You're doing it in such short strands, too. What's up with that? Voice control.
No, he's the best cow in the world. She has been dry for weeks now.
I bet nobody laughed in the theaters because they didn't realize it was a joke.
Sometimes I wonder what's going on in that head of yours.
No, sometimes I think you're touched.
To the woods, it's time to go. I hate to leave.
I must begin my blinking.
She's a thief!
Oh my! No, you're supposed to try to stop her.
Me! Mother said be good.
No, she did. No, put it in a twist.
Nice Cinderella, good Cinderella, nice.
What are you doing to the... You're supposed to... That isn't supposed to be funny. That was a terrible fall. That was overreaction. You take it. Academy Award nominee Meryl Streep! You're not the main focus of this thing.
In the past. In the past. Brought his young wife and
His young wife.
your mother
Pause.
was with child.
Your mother was with child. So much child.
What she wanted?
She wanted. She.
All right, but it wasn't.
I doubt they even storyboarded this. That's a stupid witch laugh.
And you'll never find her.
It's nice that he asked.
Small price
That's
to pay
different.
for a curse of ugliness if I ever lost any of them.
You're not supposed to talk about it. It's another story, never mind.
Oh, that's another story. Never mind. Anyway, at last the big day came.
But they already know.
Oh, don't take away the
She already told them, so it's not even another story. She already told them. Story hit doesn't even work.
I said sorry. I'm still not mollified, and I laid.
You're just like ripping apart the rhythm.
A barren one.
No, a barren one. You're supposed to take delight in it.
Your father deserted you.
Not even supposed to know that part. You just ruined the whole story. Migraines!
Especially the beans.
That's dumb. Wow, they really just wanted you to hate her so that when she dies it doesn't count. They're so worried about hitting every note that they don't think about any interpretation. It's okay to talk through things, and it's okay to sort of drop sometimes as long as you get the intonation and the interpretation.
Bring me these.
She's just enjoying those really long fingernails.
'Tis then the blue moon.
'Tis then the blue moon! You don't need to explain this stuff! You're supposed to be super brief about it so that there's a sort of mystery to it. Go to the wood! She didn't need to disappear like that either. She should have appeared that way if she was gonna disappear that way.
King is trying to find his son a wife. Not a
What are you looking at? The point of reference for that shot was weird. She was just looking at us.
I wish.
Yeah?
We must lift the spell together. The spell is on our house.
Now,
No. You're supposed to interrupt her. It's really stupid for her to go through. You're supposed to be like, no. You ruined how nice that part was.
The festival. I know. I'll visit.
No, you're supposed to go I know. It's dialogue. It's really plain lyrics so that you can sing it with more of a ease with what opera was trying to do with its ongoing dialogue with very simple lyrics. This is really ruining the counterpoint, by the way. I can't believe how bored I am. I want them all to be on screen. Little tiny vignettes with, like, feathered masking over it. Or at least have more interesting cuts that, like, transition. What are you guys doing? I mean, obviously, you guys have a big budget, and I'm sure that when Stephen Sondheim said that he liked the arrangements, he was just saying, I like the fact that you had a really big orchestra. That was silly acting. It's like, it's my mother. Okay, I'm kind of embarrassed now. I was talking to a tree when I should have been talking to my mother who was in the tree. Everything is really green. It's not even a really nice green. Like, this thing is dark, but it's not dark in an appealing way, and there's not enough contrast to really make that difference. Like, Corpse Bride has really nice color palettes. Like, this thing isn't gothic enough, it's just like really nasty gray-green, verdant camouflage green. What? Yeah, those are really stupid wipes. Just bring his silhouette across the screen and cut to another shot. That always looks good. If you're going to spend so much money on CGI, just map Johnny Depp onto, like, an Andy Serkis motion-captured wolf. Wouldn't that be so cool? He's not a wolf. Everybody in the show is exactly what they're supposed to be, but just because they want to be able to advertise the film with Johnny Depp, you could just put the name Johnny Depp on it. They don't really even care about seeing Johnny Depp. They just like the name. I played in Sweeney Todd! You're supposed to be like a Bob Fosse, like swift, unexpected steps in different directions and spins. You're also not being predatory enough, so the contrast is just all off.
When you're talking to your meal.
No belt! That's the only time in the song where you belt! You ruined the end of the song by growling.
Goodbye, little girl.
Oh, goodbye, little girl. You're supposed to be like really... You have two notions. No, you didn't even sing that part. You're supposed to go, and hello.
And you take it. Just take a club.
No, pause. And take it! I really, at this point, want Bernadette Peters to be the surrogate Oscar winner for this. But to be honest, you know, the person that should be winning the Oscar in any version of Into the Woods is the baker's wife. That's how it always should be. That's how it was with Joanna Gleason. If Meryl Streep was doing her part, she would not win the Best Actress. That's not as funny either. No, you're supposed to do like a really like paranoid freak out. The screaming makes no sense. You're like attracting the wolf. She's supposed to be kind of a duplicitous Red Riding Hood, but I mean, that's why I kind of think that it's funnier with more like a preteen Red Riding Hood and then an adult, like my age maybe, or a little bit older as Jack. What I'm hoping for is that this is at least as good as what an Into the Woods Jr. is, because Into the Woods Jr. has a purpose for getting people into Sondheim at a young age without challenging us too much.
One.
Oh no, ding dong, dung, bob. So they completely ruined Sondheim's other thing where he's like, this is a motif that gets reversed later on. No, I guess this is goodbye, old friend? But that's his best friend. There was no heartfelt exit. Stephen Sondheim's favorite character, when he was asked by the first kids performing Into the Woods, who's your favorite character? He said, the cow.
On my own.
On my own. Baker thinks he's Eponine. It's not a really haunting voice. Let's get like a Mary Martin kind. No feeling in it either. But she's also not being an airhead. She should at least be an airhead. She doesn't look like, oh.
Way and locked in a doorless tower.
Did it have to come right now? It could have come just a little bit before you actually saw Rapunzel. Narration is to help introduce, not while you're actually seeing these people. No, you should be screaming. Ah, ah. Well, that's kind of funny. Our Little World? I love that song. Our Little World. Please sing Our Little World. Any of the cut songs, the new ones, Rainbows, or the new version of I Wish, or She'll Be Back, they're not putting in any of those.
How uneasy I feel.
That wasn't funny enough. Mug at the camera. Oh dear. How uneasy I feel. Has Johnny Depp ever played a woman? He should play a woman. That's a good idea.
It was a full day of eating for both.
Ha. That would have been so great if the narrator was standing right in front. There's a lot of metafiction in here that is going to be lost because there is no narrator, there is no mysterious man. I'm guessing nobody's going to address the audience. Pages of the script aren't going to fly everywhere, you know? Full day of eating really doesn't work if the narrator's just a disembodied voice. Unless you were going to go George of the Jungle. If you went full George of the Jungle, that would have been really funny. It's like the camera would keep panning or maybe like stop and he'd be like...
Mother said
You're gonna sing it to them? No, just... You make the decision on your own. Baker doesn't care, he just wants a child.
Sickening grin.
Sickening grin! Already having a flashback just to like... 3 minutes ago? This is lazy with all the fabric. This looks like Time Traveler! Purple, why is it purple? Red for passion, red for lust, red to show that she's no longer innocent. This really doesn't work as a song to him. It's supposed to be an internal monologue. I'm just thinking this whole time Baker's like, gimme cape, gimme cape, gimme cape.
Mr. Baker?
No, Ding! Ding, you're supposed to... In the 2002 version, it was kind of cute because she like takes it off and she's like, hug. Because you got to appreciate the cape for what it represents to her, but... Oh, that wasn't funny either. She's supposed to just be like, pause. Pause? Yeah.
And a little bit... not.
Dumb. No. Pause and a little bit not. You could see it coming too quickly. I don't like this orchestration. It's too lazy right now.
I must find that girl.
Because that's supposed to be like an actual fanfare. Wouldn't it be funny? Like Monty Python style if they had like trumpets? No, you're supposed to be all the way on the ground, face flat! Do you understand what kind of insolence that is to look the prince in the eye at first? The last 5 years, by the way. One of my favorite musicals, but hated the trailer. Guess who else was in it?
As pure as gold.
As pure as gold! Do you guys even understand the context of the lines that you're saying? You're in a musical. The lines here are also musical, especially because they're written by James Lapine, who's one of the finest screenwriters. I watched 6 by Sondheim, really, really good. James Lapine directed it, made amazing cinematography. That's kind of funny. You're singing it to the baker again?
It's all terrible.
No, sing it to the audience. You're not singing it to the baker. Do you guys understand the magic of theater? The reprise of Belle, where she's like, I want adventure? She's not really singing it to the barn animals. She is singing it primarily to the audience. Same thing with Part of Your World. They're making a super big deal out of, oh, I'm here, I'm listening to you, you're not crazy. I like the song A Change in Me from the Beauty and the Beast Broadway, but I hate its implementation into the thing because Belle needs to sing it to Maurice. And it's really stupid because it's like, Maurice is like, they're going, oh my gosh, there's a change in her. When you're talking about dreams, aspirations, and wants, sing it to the audience.
Giants!
Giants! What are you, Ron Weasley? Follow the butterflies in the sky!
You've got the cape.
What are you, like an Xbox achievement?
Cheers!
That was... Meryl Streep is really good in Kramer vs. Kramer. Bernadette Peters was funny, but also way more erratic, unpredictable, which made her scary even though she was silly too. She's not intimidating at all.
Disappeared like the fine morning mist.
You're supposed to, like, go all Shakespearean, like the fine morning mist.
In the woods? Yes.
In the woods! Oh, in the woods!
Where?
Where? Humans. Where? Do you know why this song and Hello Little Girl are the most tuneful? Because they're both fakes! If they try to make these people in any way endearing... agony! No. Agony! Do you guys understand why it was written like that? That wasn't funny.
Always 10 feet below.
No, 10 feet below. You're supposed to dip. Oh, that's not as beautiful as it is in the thing. It's supposed to be kind of like the antithesis to the loneliness of evening from Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella. To me. It's even kind of the same note. to end on, but can't see anything. Who directed this?
Don't play the fool, woman.
Don't play the woman, fool, as everybody in my class would say. Not nearly as interesting with both parents being dead. You know, I always wanted a boy from the second Midnight, also deleted, never put into this version. I don't understand it, you know.
You're daring, you're different in the woods.
What was with that minor beginning? That was weird.
The man who started.
And she's so... He's no Chips Yen. Howard the Duck. Just to prove that I don't hate her, I really like her in Edge of Tomorrow.
To begin, but then...
That was pretty nice. Let's have them play Tug of War with the hair, like all playful and stuff. One of my favorite things is in the Into the Woods Junior video that's online. Like, they do like the Charleston. Yeah. And you're supposed to end it with a kiss. You're supposed to choo, mwah. Not to ha ha ha, mwah.
Wife had but one day left to reverse the witch's curse.
The narrator's supposed to leave you alone in this sort of, like, bad time. What? She conjured up some spikes right there instead of fooling him at the top? It would have been so much more frightening and cool if he fell all the way down Hudsucker Proxy style. Also, she didn't do the crazy scream. That's supposed to be the first sign that she's just not ready for any kind of real human obligation. Oh, I bet she's getting the Oscar for this song. Okay, let's listen.
Someone has to shield you
From the floating head in the blackness, such low contrast. Oh, she sang that note for so long. That was impressive. No one's ever done that. This isn't your big acting moment! Hug her! You're supposed to cut her hair afterwards and prove that, you know, you were doing it to make her hurt before you literally hurt her. See how you do it. No! It's with me.
No.
No. No, no.
No!
Scream! Scream!
It plays the most beautiful tunes without...
Beautiful tunes! He'd be better as the Artful Dodger. Wait, don't remake Oliver. Don't remake Oliver. Don't remake Oliver. Don't... What kind of voice is that? They're really not selling the sort of modern takes on lines, and they're not really selling the fairy tale language either. The first act was in a kind of like iambic pentameter on purpose. Sing to the camera.
Knowing this time I'm gone from him.
Nothing. Like, this almost makes you think, oh, with all of the funny little particles that are coming up, if it was just flat, it might not be more visually impressive, but it would make more sense. Like, you wouldn't expect this in Saved by the Bell when everything stops. Suddenly you just see, like, particles coming up from the ceiling and, like, dust and stuff. Be like, wow, it's so beautiful. It doesn't match. You're not selling the thinking. You already have it in your mind already. I'd rather her be Little Red Riding Hood. She doesn't seem like the type of person who would sing to birds either. Because that's another thing. She's a little strange, and they play off of that. But this Cinderella is just kind of like regular social awkwardness. She's supposed to be kind of wacky, but she's also supposed to have this sort of regality to her.
In the goo.
That's not... It's supposed to be sort of like a second thought. Like, she's trying to come up with rhymes. Like, it's not that clever. It's supposed to be like, in the goo. Nothing in it. It was just like, look at me belt.
Take my shoe.
Badges! We don't need no stinking badges!
To a happy end.
Step back, peon.
No mysterious man to come in. Because it's supposed to be like, interruption, 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 BAM! The giant falling is supposed to come at the tail end of the story, not come before all of this. Why did they do that? Just so that they could wrap things up without cross-cutting? Part of the joy of Into the Woods is jumping back and forth, not, oh, here's a story, here's a story, here's a story. Do the squish noise! You better do the squish noise. Oh! If they make this serious, I'm going to just be like, but go,
How could she do this to you?
no, no. It's not supposed to be serious. It's Supposed to cry directly into his eyes. Oh, it's not funny! Let's get nuts! You know what? Kids can understand parody and farce. Cartoons do it all the time. Disney, you don't need to be worried that because you make this one funny.
I like it.
I like it? Like, do you know that I've always had a predilection to brunettes? You don't need to turn him into Flynn. Duvia! Was that Yiddish? Oh, that's what's supposed to be going on right here. What's up with this, like... It's like Milky White is going to give birth to like evil spawn. Also, where did the hay come from? Wow, look at all that acting!
Cinderella.
This is the part where you're supposed to say lightning crash and stuff like that. But they knew the whole thing the whole time, so... Oh, there wasn't nearly enough of it. Oh, that ruins it! Bring back intermissions. The only film that I know that's had an intermission recently, super embarrassing, Shark Boy and Lava Girl. You're not giving us any chance to feel good about things, or feel bad about things, or anything, or feel anything. I like how that's the best that they're doing like old Star Trek style. Oh, I am shaking. Oh, and the witch didn't get to do the greatest line. It's a woman! Yeah! But the thing is that nobody's gonna care for her as much as... Oh, especially because of the great lines that we missed in between. Because I feel so bad when she gets hurt. Wait, is she already hurt? She better not already be hurt. No, they aren't gonna hit her on the head! That's it? That's all it took to hurt her? It's just a rotting tree. It's not even a hard tree trunk. It's a rotting tree. Am I supposed to be moved?
Children can do something you lose.
What? You can't hit that note, Meryl? Something you lose. That was so weak. You should have at least tried to hit it, and then your voice could have broken, and then we could have felt something because you obviously were hurt. I don't even feel like you're treating her like a real human being here. And you haven't even given her enough time to feel disenchanted about her wedding.
Oh, this is not right!
But this is not right. This is not right! Oh. So the whole line where it's like, I thought to stray and everything, that's gonna make it sound like, yeah, I haven't been married to you, like, at all. I was already thinking about it. She doesn't get to sing her Maybe They're Really Magic song. That is a huge part where she's like, I need to make the decision that my husband can't make because he's too stupid. And then the audience is supposed to be like, did they make the right choice? That was a little bit, it was in the middle ground.
Just a moment. One peculiar passing...
Completely uninterpreted. I don't feel like I'm being invited in. I don't feel like I'm having to think with her. I don't feel like she's even making a decision here. The films that I like is they can quickly jump back and forth between the big things. Did she just die? No, step on her. Step on, or you know, fade out or like cut to black or something like that in this. And you're supposed to go, what? You need just like a sickening crack. I don't feel anything. I was like, oh, she kind of like fell a little bit. Sounds pretty slow. Spin it up.
This is my fault.
No. Oh, so slow. They should have cut this song. They can't sing it fast enough. Patter is important. Okay. Imagine if they did the Music Man. If they did the opening to the Music Man this slow. Losing all kinds of clarity here. She didn't get to say the wolf's mother line. That is such an important line. The moral ambiguity is gone. And the hard questions have not been asked. That is why I fell in love with this. It hurt me first. First I was like, couldn't they have done anything else at the end of this? That's exactly what they were trying to tell me. That we need to think about it right now. And in the end of it, like, how many musicals actually make you think? It's not fun. I'm not saying it's fun. But this thing is just nice.
I'm just right. I'm leaving you alone. You can tell.
Oh, that was terrible thunderstorm sound effect. Where's all of the wind? I don't hear enough of the... What is up with the terrible editing here, going from these, like, wide shots, close-ups, medium shots? Did Jet just die? I don't know. It was kind of ambiguous. Like, it was like a... No, but it should be like a serious, like, whistle scream like she did at the Who Cares? Consistency of character? None.
I didn't think I was being careless.
Selfish.
This is so stupid.
I hated myself. I ran away from my guilt.
What is up with the audio mastering on his thing? What is he? Is this Donnie Darko? the director's edition, you're not even gonna sing No More. I know that No More isn't in it, but you're gonna play the song just to make me upset that it's not in there, and you're gonna cry for no reason. You're gonna cry all this time, but you're not gonna sing the song. You could have added the song in right here and made me feel so much better. This could have been his big moment. He doesn't even know how to sing that well. And so he's just like, just cut it out. I can't do it. Make me cry a little bit.
Your house a dream. Now I want house a dream. What is up with your voice? I'm something in between.
I'm speaking some lines that were probably meant to be said as lyrics. What is up with the music? Is Cinderella a child? Why are they playing this? I know that it's nice music, but it makes no sense in the context of the musical.
This is easier than a beanstalk.
It's easier than a beanstalk!
Over there!
Consider yourself all of the family! I'm acting.
Giant.
I'm acting.
But a giant's a person.
But a giant's a person. Stephen Sondheim was blackmailed, obviously, or he was just being nice. Here's another terrible opinion I have. I hate Rent. But Stephen Sondheim was one of the biggest supporters of Jonathan Larson. Yeah. Stephen Sondheim's really nice, so probably after he watched this, he was like, it's pretty good. I like it. Good job, you guys. Good for you. Maybe we forgot. Some people think this movie is great, and some people don't. No! Low. No one is alone. It's supposed to be full of just this acceptance of whatever terrible thing is about to come. I need a hug. And then he's supposed to hold him up. And it is one of the most beautiful things that ever happens in any show. I had to be there in the background. Every single time that we got to this part, I would cry so hard because I knew that that was my son and he was going to be a better father than I ever was. I'm sorry. He's just supposed to get up to a baker and his wife. You don't say the rest of the story. It's Baker and his wife. Don't you understand why that's heartbreaking? We don't even get to go and see all of the performers come out and sing it. It's just gonna be the chorus? No. Cast, come out on stage, sing it all together. Bring up the light. Is this the end? You aren't even gonna go and sing the high one! Oh, and you had the title at the end, right. Batman style. And now you're singing this, one of the greatest things? You can't just act. What? No counterpoint? You can't just act, you have to think. There are always wolves, there are always... Are you guys talented or what? Please just hold me. As was said at one of the Tony Awards, never leave your brain at home when you go to a Sondheim musical, but I feel like you could watch this version and leave your brain at home, you know?
To be consumed by your own mustache.
So my favorite person in the entire cast of The Into the Woods that I was a part of was Rapunzel. She was amazing. She was the only one who really made me feel like I was a part of the thing, and that it was okay that I constantly made mistakes. And one time she was sick, and so I pitched in.
Nothing. You just locked me in a tower without company for 14 years, then blinded my prince, and then banished me to a desert where I had little to eat, and again no company, and then I bore twins! Because of what you did, I will never, ever be happy! I was just trying to be a good mother.
So once again, this is My opinion is terrible, and you should too.